folks, welcome back to our kitchen and welcome back to our channel. So I did this thing that happens often when I'm making videos. One of two things happens. Either I think I pressed the record button and it doesn't work, or my microphone's off. So this time it was the record button. I just wanted to tell you we are making meatballs today. I can't walk you through it because, as you see, I've already got it all mixed up before I realized that the camera wasn't rolling, but I can tell you what I did. So I have about 1.5 pounds of ground beef in here. I added a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, a tablespoon of Italian seasoning, 1 egg, which I'm not going to get another egg out of the refrigerator, but there's an egg in here, a tablespoon of garlic, and then I do half a pack of Italian seasoning, or if I'm making a double batch, I'll put the whole package in. And I do a half a pack of the Lipton onion soup. Again, if I'm doing a full batch, I put a full package in. And then a 1/4 cup of the breadcrumbs. So you just want it to mix it all together so it's not real sticky. You don't want to add extra breadcrumbs and make it real dry. You don't want them to taste like breadcrumbs. You want them to taste like meatballs. So now we have the meat done, which was done, but the video kind of portrays that a little bit now. I'm actually going to, you can roll these into little meatballs, but I'm going to use my little scoop and just scoop them right on in there. And this creates more of a consistent meatball size, so people can't fight over wanting the biggest one. And I put some Pam cooking spray on my cookie sheet here. My oven is set to 350, so we're just going to bake these for about 10-15 minutes. That's all they're going to need because they're just little meatballs. This is a pretty nice little scoop. This works well, and you really don't have to get your hands too dirty after this part. You just want to pack it down in there, and when you scoop it out, that flat side will be right on the bottom. Scoops it nice and clean. I think these are really just cookie scoops, ice cream scoops, but they work perfect for making these little meatballs. They come in different sizes. But this is just a good size right here. Now these don't take long to cook. And then you can add them right into your spaghetti sauce.
Is that how you make meatballs?
Yeah, you make meatballs? Yeah.
Here are 9 fairly.
That's how I make meatballs.
I didn't know. That's something I don't know anything about. The only meatballs I've ever made is frozen ones.
I use this same recipe for making my meatloaf.
Like when you make meatballs like that and cook them and then put them in the sauce. I always thought that meatballs were made and then cooked in the sauce.
Sometimes you can cook them in the sauce too. It depends on how long you're going to cook your sauce. If I'm making a homemade sauce, I will actually drop these right down in the sauce and cook them in the sauce. But since we're just going to use like some ragu or prego or barello or something, I just cook them first. That way, if you're making your homemade spaghetti sauce, it gets that flavor in the sauce itself. Yeah. But you can't really do that with jarred spaghetti sauce unless you want to just let it simmer all day. And I still don't think that it gets that flavor in there. All right, so these are done. We're gonna toss these in the oven at 350 for about, we're gonna check them in 10 minutes, but it might be 10 to 15 minutes. So we'll check right back. It's been 15 minutes. Let's take a peek at those. Oh yeah, look at them perfect little meatballs. Those babies are ready to come out. Look at that. And we're gonna go ahead and let those cool. There you have it. Look at them delicious meatballs. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. I'm actually gonna drop these in some sauce and serve them over some angel hair pasta with some Parmesan on top. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for our next videos. Like I said, we're gonna drop these in some sauce. I didn't make my own homemade sauce tonight. I'm just gonna use this Classico fire roasted tomato and garlic. So we're gonna pop that right in this pot. And I'll rinse that out. And then we're just gonna put those in the sauce. And we're just gonna have some meatball sauce over some angel hair pasta tonight. I guess I'm doing some Italian this week because I did the cheddar sausage tortellinis in that cream sauce last night.